Let's be honest, few things bother us as much as looking in the mirror and feeling that our belly is drawing more attention than we'd like. It doesn't matter if it's bloating, natural body changes, or simply the way the garment fits. Another truth is that each of us has a unique relationship with our own body. Some struggle with the scale, feel bothered by every extra centimeter, and see the belly as a sensitive spot. Others, on the contrary, feel at peace with their curves, enjoy being exactly as they are, and see no issue in having a fuller body. And you know what? Both ways of living are equally valid. But there's something we all have in common: the desire to feel beautiful, confident, and well-dressed. Because more than hiding or showing, dressing is an act of care, self-esteem, and expression. It's about looking in the mirror and thinking, I like what I see. What we're going to talk about today is not about hiding who you are, but about discovering new ways to highlight your beauty and feel even more confident. Your way, with your body and within your truth. Fashion can and should be our greatest ally. The right dress has the power to transform even your mood. So let's find out which strategic dresses disguise the belly without giving up elegance, comfort, and style. And tell me in the comments, which dress style makes you feel most confident? Wrap dress. If there's a dress that seems designed especially to disguise the belly, it's the famous wrap dress. It crosses at the front, creating that elegant V neckline that elongates the neck and draws the eye upward, away from the abdominal area. The side tie is the big trick. It allows you to adjust the garment to your body without squeezing the belly, creating a naturally defined waist. It's as if the dress sketches a new, balanced feminine silhouette effortlessly. On top of that, the fabric drapes in soft layers, forming a diagonal line that visually slims the waist and brings movement to the look. Another important point, the wrap dress is extremely versatile. It can be worn in more sophisticated versions, in silk or crepe for formal events, or in light fabrics like cotton and viscose for everyday wear. On any occasion, it conveys the image of a confident, elegant woman who knows how to enhance her figure with intelligence. Empire waist dress. The empire waist dress is the style with a cut right below the bust, with the skirt falling loosely down to the hem. This simple detail makes all the difference. It shifts attention away from the belly and highlights the upper body, creating a visual line that elongates and slims the silhouette. It's perfect for those seeking comfort without giving up elegance. Since the waist and abdomen area aren't marked, the body gains lightness and movement. Furthermore, fluid fabrics such as viscose, crepe, or silk give it an even softer drape, bringing effortless femininity. Another special feature of the empire dress is its versatility. In subtle prints, it works beautifully for everyday wear. In solid versions, with sober colors like navy, burgundy, or black, it can easily be worn for formal occasions. It's the kind of piece that works at any moment and conveys natural sophistication. If you want to take the next step in building an elegant and practical image, I've prepared something special, my capsule wardrobe guide. In it, I show 120 looks created with only 16 essential pieces, achieving sophistication, elegance, comfort, and practicality without constantly buying clothes you'll never wear again. You won't believe how much you'll save. Straight midi dress. The straight midi dress is a timeless classic. Its clean cut, without excess volume, creates a vertical line that elongates the body and softens the silhouette. Because it isn't too tight, it doesn't cling to the belly, but it's not so loose that it looks sloppy either. It's the perfect balance between elegance and comfort. The midi length, usually hitting mid-calf, plays a strategic role. It adds instant sophistication and conveys stylish maturity effortlessly. This detail visually elongates the figure, especially when paired with pointed-toe shoes or delicate sandals. Another advantage of this style is that it serves as a blank canvas for different looks. With a slim belt at the waist, it gains definition. With a structured blazer or cardigan, the silhouette becomes even more refined. In neutral colors like beige, gray, or black, it's timeless. In bold shades like emerald green or cobalt blue, it conveys presence and confidence. It's the dress that quietly says, I'm at peace with myself, and I know how to present myself to the world with class. Shirt dress, chemise. The shirt dress, also known as a chemise, is a true wild card. After the video, in an elegant take a look wardrobe by clicking the blue link in the comments. Inspired by the classic men's dress shirt, it evolved into feminine versions that combine sophistication, comfort, and practicality. And the best part, it's one of the styles that most naturally helps disguise the belly. The secret of the chemise lies in its straight cut, with buttons down the front, and often a belt or sash that can be adjusted as needed. This creates the effect of a defined waist without squeezing the abdomen. For those who prefer, it can even be worn loose, emphasizing fluidity while still conveying a polished, tasteful look. Moreover, the V-neck formed by the button opening elongates the neck, draws the eye upward, and shifts focus away from the belly. If made from structured fabrics like premium cotton or linen, the chemise conveys modernity and freshness. In lighter versions, such as viscose or silk, it gains a feminine, delicate feel, perfect for warm days. Another noteworthy detail: the chemise is extremely versatile. It can be worn as a dress for everyday looks, or open as a layering piece over a fitted dress or even pants and a top, creating smart layers that help slim the silhouette. In neutral colors like white, navy, or khaki, it becomes timeless. In subtle prints like vertical stripes or small polka dots, it enhances the elongating effect even more. In the end, the chemise conveys a subtle message of effortless elegance. It shows that you care about your appearance without overdoing it, and that you know how to use fashion as an ally to highlight your best self. A-line dress. The A-line dress is one of the most universally flattering cuts. It starts more fitted at the bust and shoulders and gently flares out toward the hem, creating that classic triangular shape. This cut is perfect for disguising the belly because it doesn't cling to the abdomen and creates a visually balanced effect across the body. The great advantage of the A-line is its natural ease. Unlike very tight styles that highlight what you'd prefer to soften, or overly loose garments that completely hide your shape, the A-line strikes the ideal balance. It enhances what should be highlighted and softens what should be concealed. It's a cut that respects a woman's body at every stage of life. Another interesting aspect is the movement. When you walk, the A-line skirt opens delicately, adding lightness and flow to the look. This subtle detail conveys femininity, grace, and effortless elegance. In structured fabrics like cotton or linen, it gains seriousness and is perfect for professional settings. In lighter fabrics such as crepe, viscose, or chiffon, it becomes a delicate choice for social occasions or special dates. The styling options are countless. A plain A-line dress in neutral tones like navy, beige, or gray conveys instant sophistication. In subtle prints like small florals, fine stripes, or delicate geometric patterns, it adds charm and personality. To elongate the silhouette even further, nude-colored shoes or strappy sandals are great allies. At its core, the A-line dress is one that boosts your self-esteem. It lets you move freely, without worrying about highlighting your belly while still delivering an image of quiet refinement. It's the perfect piece for women seeking elegance, practicality, and confidence in daily life. Dress with subtle prints. Many people think prints draw attention and make the body look bigger. But the truth is that when chosen well, they can be powerful allies in disguising the belly and softening the silhouette. The secret lies in the type of print, the size of the patterns, and the colors used. Subtle prints, like tiny florals, small polka dots, fine stripes, or understated geometric patterns, create a visual movement that breaks the monotony of solid fabrics. This movement keeps the eyes from focusing on a single area, like the belly, and instead moves across the whole dress in a balanced way. The result is a smoothing effect. The belly loses prominence, and the body as a whole gains harmony. In addition, prints in similar tones, for example, a navy background with beige and gray flowers, or a black background with tiny white dots, help elongate the silhouette. Vertical patterns, even subtle ones, have the added advantage of creating the illusion of height and slimness. Another plus of subtle prints is that they convey personality and sophistication without excess. Unlike very large or overly colorful prints, which can overwhelm the look, subtle ones communicate refined elegance. And if you want to go further, you can pair a printed dress with a neutral blazer or a slim belt. This adds structure to the outfit and balances body proportions even more. A dress with a subtle print is ideal for those who don't like wearing solids all the time and want to vary their wardrobe while keeping a smart, slimming effect. It shows that it's possible to play with colors and patterns without losing refinement. On the contrary, it elevates the look and conveys attention to detail. In the end, it proves that fashion doesn't have to be limiting. You can dare with subtlety and still enhance your shape, putting your belly in the background and your elegance front and center. Dress with draping or strategic pleats. Few techniques are as effective at disguising the belly as well-placed draping and pleats. These details work almost like an optical effect. Instead of leaving the abdomen flat and exposed, they create layers and movement that distract the eye and soften any volume. The secret is in the placement. Side draping, diagonal folds, or gathers just below the bust are the most effective as they redirect attention and elongate the silhouette. They create visual lines that slim the waist without emphasizing the belly. Light pleats that start at the center and open toward the skirt add flow to the dress and prevent that clinging fabric look. Beyond aesthetics, draping also has a very positive emotional effect. When we wear a dress like this, we immediately feel it works in our favor, subtly concealing what we don't want to highlight. It's like a fabric hug, both comfortable and strategic. Another important point is that a draped dress can transition from casual to sophisticated. In high-quality knits, it's perfect for everyday wear, ensuring comfort and freedom. In more refined fabrics like crepe, jersey, or silk, it becomes an elegant piece for dinners, events, or special occasions. Dark colors enhance the disguising effect even more, but it's not a rule. Light or vibrant tones also work, as long as the draping is well placed and the fabric drapes nicely. For an extra touch of sophistication, choose a model with asymmetrical details, like one shoulder or a slightly angled skirt, to create a modern, updated look. Ultimately, draping and pleats prove that small design details make all the difference. It's a dress that doesn't just conceal but enhances, creating an elegant, smart, and confident image. Dress with a sash or wide belt. If there's a simple yet powerful trick to transform the silhouette and disguise the belly, it's the strategic use of a sash or wide belt. This detail creates the illusion of balanced proportions. Instead of making the abdomen the focal point, it divides it into sections, highlighting the waist intelligently. When the dress already comes with an attached sash, the result is even more harmonious. The fabric is usually in the same shade or a similar color, avoiding harsh breaks in the silhouette and creating an elegant visual flow. A wide belt, on the other hand, can add personality. Smooth leather versions with discreet buckles convey sophistication. Light, flexible fabrics add delicacy and flow. The secret is placing the sash or belt in the right spot. Contrary to what many think, it doesn't have to sit exactly at the natural waistline. Adjusting it slightly higher, closer to the bust, helps elongate the torso and shift attention away from the belly. Styles that create a vertical line, for example, when the sash forms a side bow or tie that falls toward the skirt, enhance the elongating effect. Another advantage is versatility. This type of dress works both for everyday wear in fabrics like cotton or viscose, and for more formal occasions in crepe, silk, or structured linen. In neutral colors, it conveys sobriety and timelessness. In bold shades like deep red, olive green, or royal blue, it conveys daring and confidence, always keeping the belly in the background. Beyond aesthetics, there's also the emotional impact. When you put on a dress like this, you instantly see the difference in the mirror. Your posture improves, your silhouette is redefined, and you feel put together effortlessly. It proves that small adjustments in design can completely change how you feel in your own skin. In the end, a dress with a sash or wide belt isn't just a fashion piece, but a self-esteem booster. It shows that it's possible to balance style, comfort, and elegance in a single choice. Layered or asymmetrical dress. If there's a style that combines modernity, movement, and strategy, it's the dress with layers or asymmetrical cuts. These details create points of interest that divert attention from the abdomen, bringing dynamism and sophistication to the look. Layers are a powerful visual trick. When placed at the front or side of the dress, they form fabric overlays that gently conceal the belly without needing to tighten or compress the area. It's as if the fabric dances around the body, conveying lightness and creating depth. This flow ensures that attention isn't focused on a single point, but distributed evenly. Asymmetrical cuts serve a similar purpose. Diagonal hems, off-center necklines, or unexpected details break monotony and elongate the silhouette. When the eye encounters an unexpected line, it naturally scans the body from top to bottom instead of fixating on the belly. It's a design resource that brings freshness, modernity, and plenty of style. Furthermore, Dresses with layers and asymmetry often have an artistic, unique flair. They project the image of a confident woman who isn't afraid to experiment with pieces that have their own identity. In light fabrics like chiffon or crepe, they gain delicacy and romance. In structured fabrics like linen or tailoring, they convey presence and power. Colors also enhance the effect. Dark tones like black, navy, and burgundy are naturally more discreet, but nothing stops you from exploring light or vibrant versions. The secret is balance. When the cut already makes a statement, prints or colors should be more restrained to avoid overloading the look. Ultimately, the layered or asymmetrical dress is one that turns any insecurity into style. It shows that fashion isn't just about hiding, but about enhancing, playing, and expressing who you are. And that's exactly what makes it one of the best allies for disguising the belly with elegance and authenticity. In the end, what these dress styles teach us is that fashion isn't about hiding the body, but about revealing the best version of ourselves. The belly may be a sensitive area for some women, but with the right cuts, draping, and details, it stops being a problem and becomes just another part of our body, one that deserves respect and appreciation. Remember, it doesn't matter if you struggle with the scale, feel at peace with your curves, or simply want to project more confidence. The right dress can transform not only your appearance, but also how you feel about yourself. And when we feel good, that radiates into the world.